What's up, Sifus? It's the Cause with Midnight Lights Gaming, bringing you some reactions to a ton of new content for the latest Sifu update, which is coming out September 7th. Sloclap has been putting out tweet after tweet, giving us little hints and teases, and I just couldn't help but want to go through them with y'all and kind of figure it out. So, obviously, big channel updates are starting September 7th. I'm going to be doing a lot more Sifu content. I'm trying to upload some arena-specific tip videos, create and upload in the next few days. So look out for those. I'm going to try and do one on crowd control, which is, how to take on multiple enemies at once and what to do when you have like two or three elite fighters in the same arena or in the same challenge, because those present some pretty difficult challenges that when you master arenas becomes a little bit easier in my mind. And there are some real tips and tricks. So check that out. Going to be uploading all the gold stamps, all of the things that I get, but really just wanted to go through these reactions. And the last update is I'm still in my push to 1,000 subs, because the second I make a single dollar from any of these videos, half of it's going to go to a charity we choose as a subscriber community. So we get to watch a little, do some good, and all you got to do is hit that subscribe button, and I really appreciate it. And we're going to get there. I know we're going to get there. And I've so appreciated all my amazing Sifu followers and people who are regularly commenting in the comments and everything. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out. Let's check it out. So the first thing I want to show actually is some really interesting stuff from one of their tweets that just kind of is a new updated map of what they're giving to us for free, which is amazing. So we've had plenty of updates, and of course in March of this year is when we had the arenas expansion and a lot of challenges in several arenas. And so from there, September 7th, what we know is we've got 6 new arenas and 75 challenges. So that brings us to 120 total challenges, as you can see down here, and 15 total arenas. So I don't know what that math is exactly, but it tells me that even the past arenas, the arenas we already have, there are going to be new challenges to that. And there's a tweet that makes me think we're going to have to do something a little different to unlock these, which are maybe more challenging, which is scary AF, because, man, some of them are already so freaking challenging. So there's also a new Arenas Custom mode. So the fact that it says Arenas Custom makes me wonder if there are going to be options within an arena to maybe play as a different character, which there's a tweet that makes me think we might be able to. Maybe in an Arenas Custom mode, you can choose something that feels like survival mode, or you can choose to take on all 5 of the bosses or something like that. It's really not clear to me, but I'm very freaking curious. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and start looking at some tweets. We'll start playing some videos and things along those lines. Okay, so you might remember after June 30th, this is when this video came out, and I did a reaction to it already, so check that out. The next thing I want to look at is this tweet. So this says, Sifu's final title update is not quite around the corner yet, but we do have some stuff. This is from July 6th, so it's a month before it comes out. 2 months, excuse me, to show over the following week. So starting with a small tease, hope you got all your tiger stamps. So remember, stamps are what you get for beating a challenge in an arena. Each arena gives you a tiger stamp, and then if you beat the arena, particularly skillfully, you get those gold stamps, which are really just kind of, they don't get you anything other than pride. Because there are new stamps here, so try guessing what these are about. So it looks like dragon stamps, and here's my guess. I think that what these do are they're going to be more difficult challenges for each arena, and I think maybe when you beat 5, the first 5 challenges, maybe you get a dragon stamp, and that gets you into some of the harder challenges. I just think that it's going to be dragon stamps that somehow help you unlock the second tier, even more difficult challenges for each arena, because there are so many there are 75 new challenges coming up. So I just imagine you do something to get the dragon stamps, which maybe are like the you know what the gold stamps are now, which don't get you anything. Now maybe they do get you something, but yeah, I think the dragon stamps are going to be used to unlock the more challenging challenges in the arena. That's my guess, but I have no idea. It's really is a little tease. So the next one I want to show you is this from July 13th, where they're teasing some of the actual different arenas. One that looks like the club, one that kind of reminds me of the museum, certainly, and then one that looks like some archives or a library from the tower. So I do want to actually show you something I mocked up a little bit here. So we know there are going to be 6 new arenas. And based on the videos I've seen, this is what I'm tracking so far in terms of the potentially the 6 new arenas. There's clearly one that's like a parking garage. That seems true. There's clearly one to me that's an archives. Now, the museum and the paintball one, which we'll see in some of these videos, those I'm not sure. Those might be the same thing. I just don't know yet, but I haven't seen a 6th one. There's a lot on a helicopter pad, but we've already unlocked that one, so not sure. There seems to be one in the club and one in like what looks like Kuroki's boss area, like that type of arena. So still working on this a little bit. I need to clarify the museum and paintball thing, but you know, some of these I'm very certain about, and that's what this tweet is showing us. You know, the museum, the club, and the tower have some new arenas from it. And then we can see, you know, they have some more fun on the house. So, you know, this again kind of confirms what I think is the parking garage, the karaoke area, and what I think is the club, because, you know, the guy in the neon shirt wears this dragon head dress, I guess we call it. And so yeah. So that's what we know about those. And then, yep, so here's the post-launch updates. I showed you that already, just moving in chronological order here. So the next one is about, this video is about paintball. So let's go ahead and play that one. We're not going to watch it on here. I'll go ahead and pull it up for you. And I haven't watched all of these fully, so that it is in many ways a reaction video. Yeah, I think this is different than the museum. I think this is its own arena. I don't know, maybe this is a custom arena? And clearly, let's pause it. So like this, like in some of the other levels, like in order to defeat someone, you have to do it in this sort of lit up area. With this massive scary ball kind of rolling around all the time. Anyway, it looks fun and weird and funky and challenging. Not sure if it's its own arena or if that's part of, you know, the museum. Whatever the museum arena is going to include that one. I'm not sure. It looks different enough that I sort of did categorize it differently than the museum. Some cool fan art. And then, so the next one says, kept you waiting, huh? Don't pull any punches. You're about to face the toughest challenges yet. And this is what I said in the last reaction video. I'm like, how much tougher can these get, man? Some of these are really quite hard. And this was the tweet on August 4th that told us it's coming out September 7th, which is this coming Thursday. Can't freaking wait. So yeah, this one is, I called it survival mode because, so we already know this is the helicopter arena, which we've already unlocked. But what it's not clear to me is like, is this just a new challenge or is this a survival mode? And what makes me think it's survival mode is the bosses kind of lining up as they get ready. So I don't know. I imagine this is one of the tougher challenges you unlock with a dragon stamp for the helicopter pad one. It may not be a survival mode, but this is the thing that gave me a little hope for survival mode. So you can see all 5 of the bosses are there, which makes me think, you know, you're gonna have to get through them to beat this challenge. There's just a lot of guys on it. So the fact that that was only Fajar, so yeah, maybe you take them one at a time. I don't know, or maybe each time you beat a round, another one comes up. until finally you get to face the boss. I'm not sure. But this would be a good one for survival mode because you can just throw them, you know, you can just throw them right off the... you could get through it pretty quickly. But just look, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 baddies. 2 of them are flip kickers. I think he's like a level 2 fighter or thug. What do they call them? Gangsters or thugs or something? So yeah, let's keep rocking and rolling here. Yeah, there's all 5 of them there. Ooh, that was cool. And then, yeah, here comes Yang. Yeah, geez, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And those are some tough baddies. I mean, these are elites. Elite bodyguards, elite Sean disciple, elite fighter thugs. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a move we already know. Yeah, man, I don't know. One of the other videos we also saw an actual helicopter floating around, but that's cool. We know it's September 7th. That's when that one came out, or that's what that one told us. So this next one, I'm not gonna play the whole thing because it's actually so silly. I'm not like as into these modifiers, but it does show us a modifier that, you know, I think some people will like. It's not a new arena. It just looks like a club run through. But I'll get this going for you. You can kind of get a sense of it. Oh, that does look different. I don't remember that being above the double doors there. But, you know, it's like funny noise. And they talk like chipmunks, I guess. You know, if you're into that. I guess I am gonna play the whole thing. I haven't seen that Sean part, actually. Making Sean squeak is actually gonna be quite satisfying. Okay, so honk, we got that one. Doppelgang up on who? So let's go ahead and look at this one now. Doppelgang up on who? So yeah, it almost looks like the Mr. Smith I Know Kung Fu stuff. Yep, here it is. Okay, let's check it out. So yeah, it looks like more like Agent Smith, where maybe this is like the custom arena thing. Like this is obviously the parking garage arena, but maybe what we're looking at is like, maybe this is one of the arena customizations you can do, is you can kind of pick so they all look the same. I don't know. Or maybe this is just another particular challenge. You know, one of the challenges in the car garage is going to be kind of like the I Know Kung Fu thing where, you know, everyone looks the same, but they're not all the same kind of fighter, which did present a challenge. Of course, if you play it like 20 million times, you kind of get a sense, you get a better sense of who's the more elite fighters and who isn't. So this next one is very interesting because I think it confirms that at least in some way, we're going to be able to play with different skins. Which is the thing, you know, that and new moves have been the things that I've been like, please Sloclap. Like, let's make this happen. Let's make this work. So, and the tweet is, this time I will do what I must. So obviously it's Yang and your Sifu, your character's Sifu, that Yang kills, or you know, the posse of bosses kills in that opening video. So yeah, I just think this is really interesting because what it does is it shows us that there are other skins we're going to be able to see. But it doesn't look like it's in an arena, like you can do it anytime you want. But my sort of dream here is, because of the way these Polaroids are, that you can play as your Sifu, but maybe you can play as the bosses too. I don't know. But I mean, here it's clear that, you know, you're gonna have a chance to play as your Sifu and Yang. And so I don't know. I think that's really cool. Given that all of these other baddies are laying down like this, it looks to me like, you know, maybe this is a similar practice arena, or maybe this is the last arena. Actually, maybe this is the 6th arena. I haven't quite figured out, where you get to choose another skin to play as. Maybe this is survival mode. Maybe this is where you actually go through the whole game all at once. You know, I don't know. But that looks like a practice arena. There are no other baddies strewn about. It will be cool to play as your Sifu. And yeah, I don't see any new moves here. Very satisfying. I see what they did there. So anyway, that's cool. It looks like you'll be able to play as new characters, at least in some format. It doesn't look like you'll be able to. I wonder if you'll be able to do it like in the whole game, the actual story mode, or just arenas, or maybe just in one arena. And then this last one, yeah, the last one here with 6 days remaining. This came out yesterday. Is this is the 6th arena. The training room. This is it. Yeah, it's the training room. So you can kind of see what it. Well, let's watch the video, and then you'll be able to see. Yeah, I don't think I got this one in my low graphic. That will make me feel better. That would. Oh no. So this is. I thought. Okay, so I thought that tweet with the dragon headdress was a shout out or a reference to the club, but it's not. It's a shout out to this sort of like dojo looking place. So this is it. This is the 6th arena. And I did have the museum and the paintball thing mixed. Or maybe the paintball is a custom one. So yeah, it's summer cleaning because, you know, it looks like there are going to be rooms around here. This is a really cool looking arena. Like the dojo arena is aesthetically cool. It looks like there's a mop there too. So plenty of brooms and mops hopefully to use in this one. But that's it. That's the 6th arena. Let's look at that again real quick. I didn't see any new moves in particular. But yeah, so I think museum and paintball are the same. And the 6th one is that training room. So that's it. That's all I got for y'all. I really enjoy making these videos. We found some good stuff. You know, like I said, maybe we get to play as new characters, but I didn't see any new outfits necessarily. I didn't see any new moves, but if you do and you have, please hit me up in the comments. I can't wait. Like and subscribe if this did anything for you, and thanks. Peace.